You got a customer, Rick.
I've got a super sweet ride I'd love for you guys to check out.
Let's go check it out.
Just driving around the block. I have a warehouse back there. I'll open the gate for you.
All right, I'll ride it over.
Okay.
I need Chum's help looking at a car like I need a hole in the head. But I can't blame the kid for being curious. Okay.
It's a 1967.
I thought you said you had a cool ride.
It's a Lambretta. That's pretty cool.
I was expecting a car, man. What about you?
Yeah.
The vintage scooters are a blast to drive. I found this in Vietnam. Lambrettas are really rare here, so I think that makes it worth more than your typical vintage scooter. So I think $6,000 is a fair price because of how rare it is.
Lambretta. It's one of those Italian companies that retooled after World War II. They made these for the masses. They were inexpensive. Gas in Europe was really expensive.
Right.
These things got close to 100 miles to the gallon.
Sure.
For some reason, people started collecting these things in the States.
Is that a spare tire on the front of it?
Yeah, sometimes you'll see people mount them in the back. That looks really cool, except these don't go that fast anyway. It goes maybe 50 if you're lucky. If you got the tire in the back, then you've got like a parachute back there slowing you down.
I can really see the new age hipsters digging this with the tire.
Uh-huh.
I can see a market for this in today.
Vintage Italian scooters have become really popular. They have that cool 1950s vibe, and you can actually drive this thing every day, if you don't mind people seeing you on a scooter.
So it's pretty clean.
Yeah, it looks clean.
You got a battery in there, you got the shock. The motor is very simple, not too much to it. This is the gas tank. That's the little trunk where you can keep some stuff. Preferably keep some tools in there for when you break down.
I can't believe this thing's got 62,000 miles on it.
Those are kilometers.
Oh, kilometers.
Yeah.
So that's still 40,000 miles.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to sell it?
Yeah, I would like to sell it. I got it in Vietnam, and with all my costs, I'd like to get about $6,000 for it.
Well, let me drive it around a little bit and see how it runs, and then we'll talk price.
I don't have a problem with it. I think you'd get a kick out of it.
Rick, you don't want to be riding this thing around. Someone might see you. You better let me take it out. That way, if anyone snaps a picture, they won't put it on your Facebook.
Do you mind if he rides it?
I'm fine either way.
All right, go ahead. Take it for a spin, chum.
All right, sweet.
Let me open up for you. I don't know where it could be. I don't know if it broke down. I don't.
Well, you know, like I told you, they're finicky, so there's always a chance he broke down somewhere. But I think he would have called, right?
Yeah, he should have called. I know he's got his phone on him, so.
Huh.
We're checking out an old Lambretta scooter, and Chum took it out for a test drive. But he's been gone for 45 minutes. I don't know if he's broken down or even worse.
Rick sent me to test drive the scooter. Everything seems to be running fine, so I decided to take a little ride to Pop's Cheesesteak and grab myself some lunch. 3 number 2s and some fried okra, please. Rick's always hungry. He loves cheesesteak, so I think he's gonna be real happy to see that I made a pit stop. If Rick makes a deal on this scooter, I'm gonna be riding it around town all day.
He does know how to ride a motorcycle, right?
He's been riding for a long time, so he'll be all right.
Okay, well, as long as he makes his way back here, then I'm cool, basically. Oh, hopefully that's him.
You go to the front of the shop, or are you still in there? It is hot out here.
What in the world took you so long?
I was at Pop's getting some lunch.
You were supposed to take it for a test drive, not drive it halfway across town.
Dude, I got you a cheesesteak with Cheese Whiz. I got you one too if you're hungry.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's my bike. I should get some lunch, too.
Yeah, I got you some lunch.
Really?
That's cool.
And some fried okra.
So you rode it all the way to Pops and back?
Yeah.
Does it run good?
You know, it runs pretty good. She goes pretty fast for having me on it.
All right. Okay, so what's your best price on it?
I'd like to get 6 for it. I paid customs, arrival fees, so I've got over 5 into it.
God, it just seems a little bit steep to me.
Well, where are you going to get another one? That's the thing.
Well, I mean, it's not where are you going to get another one, who's going to
Yeah.
buy it. I mean, you actually have to find that guy willing to pay money.
Right, right. Well,
I mean, I'm thinking more like $3,500.
that's less than I have into it, maybe over 4. I'd probably let it go and move on to something else.
36 would be tops. I got to resell it.
Yeah. Can't go 38?
I'll go 36.
You got it.
All right.
All right.
Light him up, chum.
You want to eat first?
Sure.
I'll show you where the conference room is. Let's go.
All right.
Hold on, let me push the bike in.
Okay, sounds good. It's your bike now, so you do the pushing.
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Oh, good. So you got a scooter?
I do. It's right over there.
That looks like the most unsafe motorcycle ever built.
I just acquired it, so I don't really know much about it.
So we have a suicide clutch. You know why they call it a suicide clutch?
No.
It's because when you come to a stop, it would lurch forward into traffic, and then you would die.
I have a World War II Cushman scooter. I bought it when I bought a bunch of cars, and this was part of the deal. I'm interested in selling the scooter because I'm really not going to use it. It's going to sit in my garage, and it's going to take up space.
This is cool. Cushman, the company itself, was started by 2 cousins. The military was literally going to companies, say, make us this, and they wanted it in 3 months. So things like this were ordered and coming off the assembly line a few weeks later with a few obvious design flaws. The throttle's backwards. It's in great shape. For the day, it was just absolutely great because we're talking World War II where the Jeeps, if you're lucky, are getting 10 miles to the gallon because they were just low compression, carbureted, da-da-da. And this thing right here would get like 50 miles to the gallon. So have you fired it up?
I have fired it up. I haven't driven it, but the guy who sold it to me used to take it for a ride every couple of weeks just to make sure it was working.
Okay. So how much you want for this thing?
20,000.
Okay, I have no idea if that's a good price or not. When Alex gets here, we'll go from there. He knows a lot more about this than I do.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, what's up, dude?
How you doing, David?
How are you?
Good to see you, buddy.
Good.
This thing is different.
Yeah. What's really cool about these is that they're exceptionally rare. They were designed initially with the idea of dropping it out of an airplane. And they were literally just pushing them out of the planes, letting these things fall to the ground. But they were not tremendously successful because when they were dropped from planes, they did get damaged. So most of them weren't used.
Okay.
These are really collectible because fewer than 5,000 were made. And most of the ones that were never came back to the United States. Some of the things I notice about it, the tires are new, the grips are new. The seat looks like an original, but this has been resurfaced. This is not the original leather. Also, one of the big things about these are the data plates. They're aluminum, and it's got its serial number, and it also has its delivery date. But I can tell by the quality of those data plates that they're reproduction. But it's still desirable. So, do you know if it's drivable?
I know when I bought it, he said that he had ridden it a bunch and had recently been riding it.
Oh, that's good.
Who's driving it?
Why do you even ask me?
There we go.
Yeah! He went up in the trees over there. Here he comes.
Oh, here he comes. Ah.
Ah, that was smooth.
So what do you think it's worth?
The market for these isn't necessarily in the US, but they're really big over in continental Europe. France, Holland, these things are fanatical with World War II collectors. Based on the fact that it is lacking some original World War II parts, which drops that value, I would value this at $15,000.
Okay. Well, thanks, man.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, talk to you
care.
soon, man. All right, so how much you want for it?
How does 15 sound?
I'll give you 10 grand.
How about 12?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $11,000, and you really should take it, otherwise you're gonna be stuck with it.
I mean, I guess I got it as a kind of a party favor with the car, so I might as well.
All right, sweet. I'll get you some money, and I'll get someone down here with a truck.
Okay, great.
Because I'm not gonna ride it back into town. For some reason, every single time I'm on the East Coast with Alex, I spend a lot of money.
All right, so what do you got here? A guy came into the shop and said he has something really cool out back he wants me to look at. If it gives me an opportunity to avoid sweeping up the warehouse, I'm all about it.
Well, this here's a 1960 Cushman Eagle.
Okay?
This one's a 1957 Cushman Eagle, but it's got a highly modified engine, aftermarket carburetor and cam.
These things are pretty sweet.
If you took this around the block, you would really be scared. You're on your way about 45 to 50 mile an hour. This is so fast.
Yeah, these are a little too much for me to be driving.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I found them in a barn, a lot of rust, no paint, and restored them. I don't have room to store all my toys, so I need to sell them. The least I'll take is 7, but I'll listen to what they have to say.
This is awesome. Cushman has been around for a long time. It started in the early 1900s by the Cushman cousins.
Yeah.
They were making farm motors, and I know they make a lot of the carts that would be just for industrial use around the farm and warehouses. Yeah, these were like the scooters of their day. I'm imagining when you got these, they were probably rusted out and in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, they were. It's completely disassembled. Everything has been sandblasted. The frame has been repowder coated. I built it mainly for a driver, somebody to have fun on.
Okay. Cushman scooters became popular back in the 1940s. They were especially popular with high school and college students. It was a less expensive way to get around than buying a car, and you could get somewhere faster than riding a bike. Tell me what you want to do with them.
Well, I want to sell them.
How much are you looking to get?
I'd like to have $3,650 out of this one and $4,500 out of this one.
The paint job is not too good, I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
that.
I
It's got
know.
that going against it. If I was to sell them, I would have to take some of that price off because someone's gonna wanna buy these and probably repaint them, you know?
Right.
I could do 5 grand for the pair. What do you think about that?
I believe at $6,500, you could make a little bit of money. My wife would be happy.
Believe it or not, I'm not concerned with making your wife happy. I got a boss to make happy.
Yeah.
If you want to get rid of them, I could take them for 5,000, but that's really
Yeah.
going to be top of the dollar for me.
No, can't do it. Can't do it.
All right, well,
Yeah.
thanks for bringing them by.
You bet.
All right, I'll get the door for you.
Okay, thank you. I thought his offer of $5,000 was a joke. I've got more in parts than that. I'll take them back home and I'll ride the blue one and try to sell the red one.
What's up, man?
Not much. How are you doing?
Doing good.
I spotted a little Rupp I like, a little scooter here.
Davey's an old friend of mine, and he's always trying to use our friendship to guilt me into giving him a discount. You know, I give him props for trying, but it ain't gonna happen.
I know I got a nice Rupp there. It was pretty much Honda's main competition in the United States. No one really made anything, this small. It was still during that 70s period where people really just still weren't cool with buying Japanese stuff.
Yeah, it comes out of OHIO, Ohio. We love it.
I mean, it was one of those things where, every dad that rode motorcycles wanted his kid to learn how to ride them, and this is, probably his first bike.
Well, it's basically what I started on. I've been eyeing it for a while. I want it.
Too bad it's not for sale, man.
Come on, everything's for sale. Everything's got a price.
My dad's just in love with this thing, man. He's never gonna part with it. I could probably find you a different one for like 3,000 or 4,000 restored like this.
I could find one, but I can't deal with them. I gotta go to an auction and stuff like that. With you, I can go eye to eye, you know? We can make a deal.
You know what? Give me 10 grand for it and it's yours.
No, 900.
It ain't gonna happen, see? It's irrational and unlogical, but for some reason, he is in love with this silly little motorcycle.
Where is your dad at? I want to deal with him.
He's in London right now.
Get him on the phone.
I can guarantee you that he won't sell it to you.
Come on. Get him on the phone, Corey. Call your old man up.
All right, I'll go call him for you, buddy. It's on you.
Yeah, but he's gonna yell at you, so I'm fine with it. That Rupp's been sitting on a showroom floor for years and years. And I'm like, it would be a lot nicer in my collection than on their showroom floor, so I'm gonna make it mine today.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Pop?
What are you doing calling me? You know there's an 8-hour time difference, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, suck it up.
I have Davey Deals here demanding I give him a price on the Rupp Roadster.
Well, punch him in the face. It's not for sale.
I told him it wasn't for sale, and he pressed and pressed and pressed, and he wants a number.
Tell him $15,000.
$15,000 for that piece of crap?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'll tell him.
Rick, bring me a gift, and I don't want nothing from the airport.
Good night. Bye.
All right, have a good night, Pops.
Man, he was cranky.
He's bitchy.
Oh, that can't be good. Did you get a hold of him?
Yeah, I got a hold of him. He told me to punch you in the face.
I'm running. I'm out of here. What's the real number, he said, seriously?
For you, he said 15,000.
Come on, it's ridiculous.
I know it's ridiculous, but if you want it that bad, pay it.
When's he supposed to be home? Because I'll argue it out with him and talk some sense into him when he gets home.
All right, well, he'll be here in a couple days.
All right, well,
All
I'll
right.
just talk to him then.
Better luck next time, man.
Yeah. Corey gave me a lot of crap today, but I will be back. He's just in a mood, you know? It's his way of showing love. I see through him.
So what do we got here?
This is a Binz motor scooter made in the mid-1950s.
Oh, sweet, a Binz.
I know what you're thinking, but it's not Mercedes-Benz.
Are you sure?
I decided to come down to the pawn shop today to try to sell my 1950s Binz scooter. I bought it because I'd never seen one before, and I knew they were incredibly rare. I really want to try to get $2,000 if I can.
Where'd you find this thing?
I bought this at a flea market. There were about 50 pickers, and everybody wanted this scooter.
All you pickers think alike, huh?
I guess we do.
Binz. It was made by one of the designers of Volkswagen. Right around the same time, an Italian company you might have heard of called Vespa started making their scooters. They were a little cooler, they were a little bit more fashionable. It's kind of what put these guys out of business.
Binz is a German company that takes regular vehicles like cars, trucks, vans, and turns them into specialty vehicles like ambulances, limos, what have you. Why they tried to move into the scooter business is anybody's guess.
I mean, your metal's in fairly decent shape. Single cylinder.
And it has a spark. I didn't feel like I could fire it up and drive it without having new cables put on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'd want to do on a almost 70-year-old scooter.
This scooter is awesome. It has a cool 50s style that people just love. But since most people haven't heard of a Binz, it probably won't sell like a pricey vintage collectible one will. If I can get it cheap enough, I can sell it as is to someone who wants to restore it.
What are you looking to do with it, boss? You want to pawn it, sell it?
Well, I'd like to sell it.
And any idea what you're looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get a couple $1,000s for it. It's a rare item.
It is rare. You're 100% right, and that's the problem. You know, no one's out there collecting them because no one can find them. I'd like to get it from you for around $800.
You know, I might go 1,500.
1,500 is going to be out of my ballpark, boss. I'll do 1,000.
If you'd go up to 1,100, I'd sell it.
1050.
1075.
Do you mind if I test it, see if it has compression in the motor still?
Go right ahead.
Not that I don't trust you, I just don't trust anybody. It's there. Good to go. All right, deal.
Thank you.
Chum, you want to go ride him up?
Oh, I feel great. I paid $650 for the scooter. I'm leaving with $1,075, and just really happy I brought it here.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, man. How are you?
Chum,
Yeah?
do you know much about this?
What is it?
Pee-wee's scooter.
Yeah, this is Pee-wee's Scooter from Pee-wee's Playhouse, Rick.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Well, that's probably what's wrong with you.
I'm here at the pawn shop today to try to sell my Pee Wee Herman scooter. The scooter was built by Matchbox in 1988. I've done some investigation online and think I should be able to get $12.50 easily for this.
This is pretty cool, man. In the late 80s, Pee Wee Herman was a pop culture icon. Pee-wee's Playhouse was the television show. Pee-wee's Big Adventure was the movie. Paul Reubens was a comic, and he created the character of Pee Wee Herman, who was basically just an eccentric big kid with a spazzy personality who always was inventing crazy stuff. And that's where this scooter comes from. If you were a kid and you wanted to, you know, play with something from Pee-wee's Playhouse, this was cool because you could cruise around the streets and go show off to all the other neighborhood kids.
So you bought it for yourself?
He's a big Pee Wee Herman fan, Rick. Can't you
I
tell?
bought it thinking this would be cool for my youngest granddaughter. Then when I got it home, realized it had never been out of the box, never been assembled. I thought, this needs to go to a collector.
All right, so it's still in the box. How much you want for this thing?
I'm looking for $12.50.
Okay.
$12.50 sold.
I'm assuming $1,250?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, I have no idea if that number's right. As a matter of fact, my buddy, he owns Rogue Toys. It's right across the street, and he deals in this stuff. So let me give him a call. And
Actually, I need some fresh air. I'll walk over and get him. He has something over there I want to check out. It'll be real quick. It's across the street.
Just hang out for like 15 minutes.
Be glad to. I'm excited that they're bringing in an expert. I think that with the value he presents, I think we'll all be pleasantly surprised.
So what you got here?
Pee Wee Herman scooter from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
That's awesome. I mean, Pee Wee was a pop culture icon in the time in the 80s. You know, he started as a stage show, did the movie. Once the movie went off, CBS is like, we've got to figure out how to get this guy. He got a Saturday program, and they were giving him money that would relate to a primetime show during the week. I mean, it was a monster. Every Saturday morning, you had to go watch this show. They had the secret word of the day. You know, every time you said the secret word, everybody would scream.
So how is it?
Exactly.
What was that?
You said the secret word.
What was the secret word?
It wouldn't be a secret if you knew.
So what are your questions on the scooter? Like,
Okay, well, first off, I don't know if all the parts are there.
all right, do you mind if I take a look?
No, absolutely not.
So I see the owner's manuals here, so that's cool. Oh, the sticker sheet.
Oh, man, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I call dibs on the stickers if we buy this thing.
So let me set that there. So yeah, it looks like all the parts and pieces are here. And I don't see any signs of where someone would have attempted to assemble this or try to put it together. What you would normally look at is this portion would have scrapes on the side because as a kid, when you rode this, you would actually lay it down, and so that would be the part of the bike that you might actually scuff up the most or anything like that. So overall, yeah, the whole thing's complete. Looks like it's in great shape. And as a Pee Wee Herman collector, there's a collector that's gonna have to have this thing.
So what's it worth?
It's all here, it's complete. The box does have some damage to the exterior. Doesn't affect the value a ton, but a little bit. Overall, it's a really nice version. I think you're gonna have no problem getting $600 for it.
Oh, okay.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, what would be your best price?
The expert said you can get $600 for it. I'm thinking $300 to me, that'd be fair to both of us.
You're the most reasonable person I've dealt with in a long time.
Very good. Thank you.
We got a deal, $300. Go write him up, Chum.
I'll meet you at the counter, all right?
Okay.
One secret word I'd love to use with Chum, you're fired.
That's 2 words, Rick.
What you got here, son?
It's an old scooter.
A wee-wheeler.
Man, I can do some serious tricks on this thing.
Chumley, it's not rated for 500 pounds. You'd break it.
It's reinforced steel.
You'd still break it.
I decided to come down to the pawn shop today to sell my antique scooter. I got the scooter at an estate sale, and I've never seen anything like it. Just caught my eye and thought it would be a cool piece. Brought it home, and the girlfriend didn't like it, so had to go. Hoping to get $300 for it. We'll see what happens.
This is called a kick scooter. They were advertised as great muscle development for kids. These were popular in the 30s, 40s, 50s, up to the early 60s. And believe it or not, in the 30s, they cost about $3. Push scooter's been around close to 100 years. It's what kids got before they got a bicycle. Hell, I had one. It was fun. I'll be honest with you, it looks like it's in awful good shape. What are you wanting to do, guy? You want to sell it, pawn it, or what?
I'd like to sell it.
Now, how much are you trying to get out of it?
I thought maybe it was worth up in the maybe $400 or $500 range.
No, more than likely it's a $300 piece, retail.
Okay.
Guy, if you want it, you got a $100 bill.
Thought it was worth more, but...
I'll move up to 150, and that's as far as I'm gonna go.
All right, I think you'll get 3 pretty easy, and 150 sounds great to me, so...
All right, you got a deal, guy.
All right, thank you.
Gentlemen, go do the paperwork.
Come on, Rick. I want a soda.